Something very special is about to happen this week at Hope Commons here in Modesto. Every 2 years we have friends that we've met that are new to this country that come here and they learn photography and they learn ways to tell their story through creativity. So this is the start of that workshop. Today we're going to visit several times throughout the week in this vlog, and you'll be able to see their progress. And at the end of the time, we have a gala presentation of their final projects here in our hall. This is Glad. He's a human, and he's our teacher this week from Toronto in Canada. So explain a little bit of what it's about.
So this is my, I think, fourth time coming here to Modesto. I'm here for a week working with Afghan youth who have settled here from Afghanistan, obviously, and we're running a photography training program where for a week we're going to go into the depths of photography, shutter speed, ISO, all that stuff, and then we're going to use that as a tool to talk about our human rights stories. So the idea here is to have the youth open up about themselves, but using photography kind of as a way to loosen them up, teach them something, and then get to who they are.
So we're going to check in throughout the week, check in on their progress, watch a little bit of the process, and come to the final gala
This Sunday,
which is Sunday night, so also the day you're seeing this. So if you want to come on out tonight. The students have arrived. We've got 9 right now, maybe one more. The group has started the first session. They've moved outside. This is sort of the first night. It's kind of a get to know you time. The other thing that happens every day is one of our local Afghan friends makes a special meal for everyone to enjoy. So as soon as they're done with this first little session, they're going to come in and eat a meal together. It's a very important part of the program. Oh, and there's that kabbali rice. Oh my gosh. Oh, it smells so good. All right, we gotta close it up. Keep it hot.
What I'm saying is that self-portraiture isn't only vanity. With self-portraiture, you can also learn something about yourself. Does that make sense?
Okay, we're gonna go and leave them to their class tonight. They're very quiet. It's the first night. Usually happens, I think, on the first day. Nobody knows each other, and they're all a little shy. But in a couple of days, they'll be teenagers and talking and such. Every time we've done this, the process is so incredible. All but one of them raised their hands and said that they had never touched a professional camera ever in their life. And by the end of this week, they will have taken some of the most amazing, profoundly deep and beautiful photos you've ever seen. It's always such a surprise.
Okay. So if we're looking here, is this more light or less light? More light. Less light? Great.
For this lesson, here's the assignment that they're working on, taking a portrait with a blurry background and also taking a landscape with everything being sharp. So now they're all outside taking their portraits. Does anybody want to take a picture of me? No? I was kidding, but they're actually taking my picture. Okay, look, I'm actually in the program. I'm in the program.
He's in the program.
Thank you. Off to try again. How are they doing?
They're doing great.
Yeah?
They're doing great. A little dicey today when they came in and forgot everything. Those moments, they all came back.
All right. I've not made it for a meal yet, but they're eating some kind of beans tonight. Looks good. This is called naan. Afghans call this kind of bread naan, but it's unlike Indian naan. It's Afghan naan. I wonder if that just means bread. Amy's on Goldie duty. Hi, Goldie. This is Kristen and Glad's daughter, Goldie. 10 weeks old and 1 day. Okay, I've been told I need to try this pasta. Said to be sure to put the chutney on. Chutney.
had people sharing some emotional stories, and it's really beautiful.
What are the notebooks for?
These are the stories that they're sharing. We had a 8 minutes free write where they could write anything they would like to write, and it always turns out so beautifully.
Awesome.
And my mouth's on fire.
Okay, yeah, I gotta try this stuff. Okay, chutney, pasta.
It was really nice. That's
Mm.
I can see his face more red.
Well, it's really good. It's hot.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, super garlicky. Mm.
This is Parney, and she was in our program
4
years ago and had her work at the exhibition, and it's so lovely to have her come back.
Yes.
So the first 2 days of the workshop, we work on technical skills with the camera. We teach about shutter speed, ISO, and aperture, and then we give them an opportunity to practice. But really what we're doing also is building trust with one another. We're setting a stage where it's okay to make mistakes and explore. And then on day 3, we always start to go into stories. So we start to show examples of previous participants and the work that they created by first showing their photo. And then we read the story that accompanies the photo. And in this case, we're showing all the past stories from all the participants who are from Afghanistan. So most of those stories are challenging and heartbreaking in many ways, but also hopeful. Then we give them an exercise where they free write. We tell them you can write about anything, but the purpose is just put pen on paper for 5 minutes and don't lift that pen off the paper. You could talk about whatever you want.
That's what the books are for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could literally write over and over, and I told them this, I hate my teacher, he is stupid, why is he making me do this? Or you could write about dinner or whatever you want. But then they write, and then we come back in a circle, and those who want to share can share. And what we found today, and what we often find, is that because trust has been built over those first few days, they start to open up about things that they're vulnerable about, things that they hold inside that they otherwise wouldn't feel comfortable. And they shared about their experiences in Afghanistan, how they miss it, how they fled from it, the misconceptions around Afghanistan. For the women in the class, they talked about their search for rights and freedoms, and how here in America they're able to do things like go to school where they couldn't do that in Afghanistan. But today, for the first time since I've ever done this program here in the States or in Canada, one of the men who shared actually broke down in tears, and it caused most of the class to do the same. And I've never seen that, and Parnian was sharing earlier that's very uncommon, especially around Afghan men, because they don't often cry in front of others.
Their feelings.
Yeah.
Emotions.
So it's really powerful to see that today, and to hear his perspective, and to see how it impacted other people around him. And we hope that that strength carries itself through into the exhibition, and that whether it's Afghans or Americans or whoever's looking at the work, they feel spoken to as well. What is that story you're trying to tell? A positive one, a sad one, both of them? Remember Monday when we came here, everyone was kind of we didn't know each other, it wasn't comfortable. Today we're already laughing and crying together. It's so beautiful what's happening here so quickly. And by Friday, you're already going to have created something so beautiful that you're going to share with other people. We're moving so quickly, but we're building something really beautiful together. Thank you for today, by the way. Like I said, that was one of the most powerful experiences I've had doing this for as long as I've been doing it. I will remember that forever. So thank you.
All right, this is Parniam. You saw her before. Parniam, you did this program before.
Yes.
4 years ago?
4 years ago, yes.
And so this is the halfway point. Do you remember how you felt at the halfway point?
Yeah, because today there was, as God shared, there was a guy that was experienced his feeling about Afghanistan, and he was crying. So I remember the day that we started journaling, and then I remember the first day I was talking about Afghanistan and how I was feeling at that day, and that's why I couldn't control myself. I just start crying, and I remember that. And which, at first day, I told them also, which it feels like it's crazy to write down everything in your paper and then you just, whatever you're feeling, but it helped a lot. And even right now, I'm still have my journal, and whenever I have struggling with life or whatever is it, I'm just looking at it and I'm like, no, you're stronger than who you think you are.
It's Thursday, and I thought I'd come check in on the workshop again. And strangely enough, I always get here around dinner time. Rice, always the rice. Looks like maybe a chicken dish and some okra. Mmm. Oh, and watermelon and naan.
So right now, if I ask someone to take picture, or I want to take picture, the first thing that comes to my mind is, what's the meaning of this picture? What's the meaning of the picture? So this is the great thing, like maybe small step, but the great thing that you can have with yourself at the end of your life. Whenever you go and take picture, the only thing that maybe you think about it is the meaning of that picture.
Yeah, right now they're learning how to work with the lights and finalizing their stories that are going to go along with their photos. And Kelly's on Goldie duty.
Happily.
Goldie! Amy's cleaning up the dishes. I'm walking around doing nothing. I'm filming. So this is all the work, the writing and the practicing that's going on. Tomorrow is the photographs for the final projects. And so we're going to have 10 final project photographs on display. We'll check back in tomorrow when they start taking their final photographs. And then they'll be displayed here at Hope Commons on Sunday and possibly out in the community at some other places that we're looking at.
Many attempts, and that is what we suggest to do, because you're never going to get on the first attempt. I mean,
Right.
You may.
Yeah.
But practice makes perfect.
Yeah. Can I see it? Oh, yeah.
I'm
yeah.
the best photographer.
All right. Well, I am good for one thing. I know how to take out the trash. Okay, we've got some serious makeup work happening. This is for the final photos. Oh my goodness. I won't show you. We've got somebody over here that's really made up. You'll have to come see the pictures. All right. It's looking good. So they're using costumes and props like this mirror here in their photographs. Okay, all week we've had Afghan food, and our chef is here, but she doesn't want me to show her. But she's brought these little, what are they called?
Ayhanım. Ayhanım.
Ayhanım?
Mm-hmm.
And they're
It's
like,
like mantu, but it's not mantu because the mantu just the beef.
okay.
And it is chicken and all vegetable. But that is just all vegetable.
That's vegetables.
Because
This-
you have to,
this has meat
especially
in it.
percent.
And do you put anything on it? Or is just eat it?
No, you put this.
You put yogurt.
Oh, okay, we gotta do this stuff.
But,
Okay, we're supposed to put a little chutney on here. You made the chutney?
yeah, I
Oh,
make
ho, ho.
yogurt.
And you made the yogurt? What?
Yogurt.
You make the yogurt?
It's-
Okay, homemade yogurt and a little chutney on there. And here we go. I'm gonna try it. Oh, I need that on there? Okay. Okay, and it has a little bit of the beans on there as well. What kind of beans are they? Lentils? Lentils, okay.
Chickpeas.
Here we go.
A small
Just-
chickpea.
Just a.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Go. It's so good.
Oh my god! That's delicious! Glad. This is our last check-in before the showcase. How are you doing?
I feel like this has been a great week. We started off. Oh, she's not feeling great. She's so sad that the program's coming to an end. This week has flown by. It's been a beautiful week together with the youth. It's funny because it happens every time. Monday it was a bit awkward. People were reluctant to share, and now I'm looking at some of the most powerful images and listening to some of the most powerful stories, and it doesn't surprise me. It's just been wonderful to see, and I can't wait for everyone here in Modesto to have a look and experience it for themselves.
All right. We are nearing the end of the workshop, And we're just about getting ready to see the final projects up on this screen. But you're not. You're going to have to come to Hope Commons Sunday night, 6 to 9, to see the gallery of the final projects. And you can meet the photographers.